Today we're gonna make our snowman. Now our snowmen are gonna have 3 circles. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with this one, the pattern. And the pattern can go in the middle. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna hold it. You guys will use pencil. I'm using Sharpie just so you can see it. And you're gonna hold it and trace around it. There is 1 circle. My Sharpie does not work great. I'm gonna get a different one. Then for the other 2, you're gonna be on your own to draw circles. So this is the middle of the snowman. The bottom of the snowman should be slightly bigger. So I'm gonna start on the sides. Try to draw a little bit bigger, like that. And it's okay if it has more of an oval look. Notice they overlap. Then the top head would be smaller, like that. So you have 1, 2, 3 circles. Now, the next step is we're gonna make our snowmen look like they're shaded, just like we looked at the book, Snowman at Night. So you're gonna pick a pastel, and you're gonna take this pastel, and we're just gonna put it on one edge of the snowman. So I'm gonna take and put it over here. You want it on thick. It's okay if I go over a little bit, because I will be cutting these out. There's 2. Nice and heavy. It should look dusty with the chalk pastel. Then you're gonna take a paper towel and I'm gonna smear it going across, okay? Because I wanna give it kind of a shaded look. So I'm gonna take my paper towel, and you see how it's dark here, and now it's getting lighter as it goes across. So that is step number 3, to smear. Step number 4 is to cut the snowman out. So we're gonna cut it out all the way around. Now, when I get to this point, I don't want to cut my snowman apart, so I'm gonna have to turn my scissors. And sometimes when I go here, I'm just gonna cut that off to make it my life a little bit easier when I cut. Cut here, turn the paper, and cut. And I'm gonna keep cutting my snowman out. Now that you are done cutting this out, we're gonna glue this. Now, with the glue, a reminder, this is closed if the orange touches the white. So we just twist the orange up till we see a little space there, and then it's open. Now, with glue, some people think, I'm gonna flip it over, some people think you put glue just in the center and that will glue it. You actually don't need to. You actually put glue on the smaller piece. So my snowman's smaller than this, and I put glue around the edge. So I'm gonna take and I hold it right close to the paper, and I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit. Put glue all the way around. I'm done for a little bit, so I'm gonna close that, set it aside. Then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna flip it over. And this is where I'm gonna hold it and count to 10. You can help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there we have our snowman. Next, we're gonna take our snowman and we're going to add accessories to it to make it look interesting. So you can do many different things. You're gonna need markers, scissors, glue, and some scrap paper. So first you're gonna decide what you wanna do. Now I'm gonna start with a hat. You can see at this one, I did a big top hat. So that is just a skinny rectangle with a square or a rectangle on the top here. Let's say I wanna do, I'm gonna do a purple hat. So I'm gonna grab some purple scraps. Actually, pink, change my mind. If you're the artist, you can change your mind. I wanna do a hat. Now, let's say I want to do just like a stocking cap. Take my pencil, I'm gonna use a marker so you can see. But I'm gonna take and I'm gonna hold this up here like this because I want it to fit the head. And I'm gonna take and I'm gonna draw the shape I want. I'll put a little ball on the end. I don't have to do that. And then I could cut that out. That would make a great hat. Now, let's say I could do many different hats. I could do here, and let's say I wanted a cowboy hat. So cowboy hat, they usually go up on the sides, and then I like to do a big, what letter does that look like? To me, it looks like the letter M. That would work too. There are many different hats you could do. I could do, what else? Ooh, I know. Could I make mine have a crown? Why not? It's mine. I can do whatever I want. I have one more. You only have to do one. I'm just showing you some different options. Baseball hat would work. Straw hat would work. You could do whatever you would like. Let me see. I'm going to do kind of another kind of stocking cap, where it just goes up in kind of a triangle and has a ball right there. Okay, any of these would work. You just cut it out, you flip it over, put the glue on and stick it on down. So let's say I have the hat done. Then I want a scarf next. So I'm gonna do a yellow scarf. I'm gonna cut a rectangle. I could draw it first if I wanted to with a pencil, but I think I'm just gonna cut. And I like the ones that hang off the end like they're blowing in the wind. There's other ways to do it too. So I could have that like this. Now, one thing you can do, sometimes scarves on the end have little pieces of yarn hanging off or stringy type. I don't know what they're actually called. Fringe. So I could do that if I wanted to. Now, that looks okay. I think I want to make it look even more interesting. So maybe I'm going to set this aside, but I'm going to take this and I'm going to add some stripes. I could make fatter stripes. I could make polka dots. I can put another one there. Whatever you would like to do would be perfectly fine for this. And then I would put glue on the smaller piece and glue it like that. Okay, now, like this guy, he's got hair. Could you add hair? Sure. There is yarn. Usually it's in one big piece. We do not want this whole piece. But let's say I wanted to make some hair. Maybe I would cut pieces like this to make some long hair. If I wanted to, I could do that. That is up to you, and you don't have to use the whole piece, but you can. For gluing this, what I would do is I would just put a little bit. I'm gonna put some on the top. Oop, my glue didn't open because I did not open it far enough. And if it's got dried glue, I'm gonna wipe that off. I'm gonna put a line up here of glue. I'm gonna take this and press it down. My fingers will get a little bit glue on them. That's okay. And I would count to 10 and get it to glue. Counting this time silently. Okay, and then I have my hair. This too, you could take the markers and I could add in other things, like I could add in the eyes if I want to make them look like in our snowman at night. He's got charcoal. I could do that. Now the nose, I like the nose. You can do a nose triangle shape, flat like a carrot, but I'm going to show you a way that you can make it stick off. So I could take this paper and I'm going to cut a triangle. You can draw it first if you want. When I get this done, there's the triangle, but it doesn't stick up yet. If I bend a little bit of a tab and I put a little bit of glue on that tab and then I hold it here, then we have a triangle that sticks off. Okay, so you can do that. I would need to add a mouth. What else could I add? This one has buttons. I could do that. I could actually come down here and let's say I wanted to make mine have a skirt. Maybe I would cut this out. It would have a skirt. Could I add boots at the bottom? Sure, you're creative. You are the artist. You have fun. The last thing we're going to do is add snow, and we're going to do this two different ways. One is we're going to use a pencil as a paintbrush, not sharpened. We're going to use the eraser end. So you're going to dip the eraser in the white paint, and we're going to dab it onto our paper. You can see I've already done it here. So you can decide where you want, and you just go straight up, straight down. And after 3 or 4, you're gonna need a little more paint. I do not need much paint. Now you can see you can paint on top of the snowman too, because snow falls, it might cover them up. Or you can just keep it on the sides. That is up to you. Notice I'm not going like this like crazy. I'm thinking about, ooh, I probably want a white one right here. You know, things like that. Think about what you're doing. Then at the bottom, if my snowman's right at the bottom, I do not need to do this next part. But if I have a big gap here, then I might want to take a fatter brush and I can paint some snow down here. Do I have to? No, but I think I want to. So I'm just gonna take and I'm gonna make a line. Actually, it's kind of right where that one is. And then I can take and I can fill this in. Remember, it's okay if I get a little paint on the table if the reason is that I'm trying to get to my edge. We'll get it cleaned up. Back and forth, back and forth. A little bit of the color will show through. That is okay. I actually think that looks kind of cool. When I get it all done, since it's wet, where do I need to take it? If you said drying rack, you are correct. Have fun.